This is going to be a recurring theme. We're going to call some hogs today. Maria Fassi at 14.
Well, in this par 5, she's above the hole. It's downhill. It's going to break a little bit, but she judges it perfectly.
And then the player who really helped put Arkansas women's golf on the map, Solheim Cup captain Stacey Lewis. That was at 14, shot 69. Jasmine Suwanapur, the veteran from Thailand. This is at 17.
Getting excited with the crowds around there on 17.
And she leads by 1. Lexi Thompson. This is at the 7th.
She's been hitting a ton of fairways and a ton of greens so far today in some quite challenging conditions.
Yeah, similar line as here on you, who missed hers.
Wow, that putt looks so simple to her. Like the putter went just straight back, straight through.
That is one of the toughest golf courses. 17, just over 7,900 yards from the back tees. Jim Gallagher went all the way back yesterday. Shot level par, as you'd expect.
Jim's still got
That was a
it.
shame for Amy. Yeah, he has. It was a shame for Amy, just backing off there. Wasn't quite comfortable over the ball. Yeah, Gabby alone on the green here. The other two players have scampered up to the next tee because they have been warned that they need to speed up, and that is a shame. That's what I'm saying. You've got to take care of those ones, Karen. And this golf course, there are a few greens where if you just get into the wrong portion of the green, it can make it very difficult. And that was a prime example with those birdie putts.
Yeah, we sure do. Birdie 2 out of the last 4 holes, so on a pretty good roll. Can't feel the wind at the top of the hill, but it's blowing, trust me. This is on a really good line.
And a chance for another birdie for Gino.
Another good-looking shot.
Oh, yeah.
A shot around the trees to 11, and you.
You feel like from this distance you need to hit a good shot here and give yourself a chance. And this is a good-looking shot here.
3 good ones there from Jim's group.
122 yards for Gabby, closer to those trees, but obviously with a short club in her hand, she can knock it over the top or go just right at them. Problem is, if you go right, you do have to kind of hit it towards that right side of the green, and it slopes away from there.
That'll be quite a slow putt. As Tom was saying, it does slope.
Shouldn't be a lot in this one. Good chance for birdie.
Yep. Nice little short backstroke there. Just to...
Yeah, really straight putt here, about as good as you could get.
6 wins for NASA, the first of which came right here in 2018. The Arkansas women's program on the map, and here's Gabby.
Yeah, putting for that lower level up the ridge, and that is just really good speed. How's this hole playing today? It usually plays as one of the tougher holes on the golf course.
Yeah, at the moment, second toughest.
Yeah, I can see why. I mean, straight back into that breeze. And with those trees overhanging on the left side.
Over at the 15th, Jing Yan, tee shot into the water. This for bogey. Okay.
You could take that. Took all the strength I had not to burst into song, Tom.
Lexi, it was a bit unfortunate that ball spun at the end with that approach, because I think she would have a really good look. That one was a little bit more defensive up the hill, and as you said, second hardest hole on the golf course. So 4 is not a bad score here.
The hardest hole so far this week, Tom's the 4th.
Got to be careful of the speed here. Green's running around 12 on the stimp.
It's just been a magical few months. Won the season-ending CME Group Tour Championship. This is the par putt at the 11th for Yuna Nishimura. Finished 3rd here last year to head on you. At 17, Pilar Trevino. You just never know when it could be your week. And it's never too late.
That's exactly right. This from 121. It's on a good line. Probably needs to spin a little bit. Not too much, though.
Chance to save par. At this point in her career, she would still have partial status to get into a few events every year.
Yeah, because she's a major champion.
All right, here is Bianca Pagdananan at the 16th. And a great chance to get 2 under.
trying to use that wind to bring it towards the flag, left to right. It's a very aggressive line. Looks good from here. Maybe a bit short.
Yeah, no, it's awfully good. Bianca Pagdananen played collegiately at Arizona. Still young in her career, and a couple of good events in a row. And this is just seconds to go at the 13th. We're at the 13th for a two-time winner of this event, Nasa Hataoka, and Jim Gallagher is there.
I sure am. 181 yards, and she's going to hit the 5-iron.
And that was the right club, it appeared, Karen.
It certainly was.
Third season on the LPGA Tour. And you see number 127, the race to the CME Globe. So a big week for her and all of those players outside the top 100. Here is Titakun at 13. Last week was her 10th top 10 of the season, and that included a victory a couple of weeks ago in Boston.
Well, she's one of those players. I mean, she's incredibly good from tee to green. Hits a lot of fairways, hits a lot of greens.
Was there anything you really kind of did to kind of keep it down, to keep the spin off of it?
I like to go with a half swings or three-quarter swing, just never a full Monty.
Yeah, wind off the right. Lexi has already played, and she missed the green left, pulled it from 132. This is 12 yards shorter for Gabby, and right at the flag if it's the right distance. She has been flag hunting today. She's hit some really good iron shots so far.
All right, here's Yuna Nishimura at the 13th, her second. Finished third here last year.
Oh, you can tell she liked that.
Oh.
She held the follow through. Her head was down and still threw the ball.
And it's a green that slopes from back to front. But that gets it a 6 under par, and you start to think about potentially leading this tournament come the end of the day. Which is why you'd feel like she would have won more than she has. I'm glad that Amy got that major championship this year. This is on a good line over the flag. Yeah.
Just a moment ago at 14, Titakun for birdie. Is that enough?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So back under par for Gino, and then last year's Rookie of the Year. Hit on you one here. And also makes birdie to get to 1 under. It was an eagle with the tees moved up. Right.
This community has really grown a lot since this event was first played in 2007. Many of them are having parties today, and they will do over the weekend. Save 3 for Gabby.
One of the preeminent ball strikers in the game, and Jim Gallagher's had the pleasure of watching.
That was a 9-iron back into that wind, and this is a great looking shot. It's the right club. Yeah, because the harder you swing at it, more you put some spin on it, and you get it floating on a day like today. This normally you just no big deal shot, you just hit it and go. But you know, 136 down 13 back into a crosswind. Another good looking shot.
Oh, yes.
The last 2 Louise Suggs Rolex Rookies of the Year. And here could be the next one. Japan's Mao Saigo at the 14th, her third.
That's really good judge of distance control there.
Made a nice save at the 13th, too. Well, that ended that streak.
Well, and the trouble is, I mean, you're looking at Suwanapura 8 under, Fassi, Buhai, Saganda all at 7 under, bunch of people at 6. I mean, there are certain courses that you would always go back to if you were lucky enough that it was a long-running LPGA tournament that you would go and play many times. It always felt good. Like for me, I always enjoyed going to Kingsmill. It didn't always work out that I would play well there, but it just created a good feeling for me just going there.
Gabby, after another good drive, I don't think she's missed a fairway today at 16.
158 for Gabby. And try and move this in from left to right. Wants it to cut back a little, not cutting back as much as she thought. Middle of the green.
Now she was gripping down on that. It was just a little three-quarter swing, so just trying to take some off of it.
Saw her make a run up in Canada. Effectively a full field event. At the 16th, Titikun second.
30 yards in there. Ooh, this could be a really good shot. It's the right club.
Sure is.
Starting at left, trying to cut it back, and it's just going straight on her. It's going to be left of the flag. We know that she plays some of her best golf when she goes after it. This one's on a good line if it's the right club.
Glad she didn't hit that 7.
And the wind's going to blow again tomorrow. You think, well, maybe we'll get a break if we're playing in the afternoon today, but I think it's going to blow the same tomorrow as well.
Back to 2 under par for Gino. Here's Emily Pedersen. This is her second at the 18th.
Even though this one's uphill, she's got plenty of power to get there.
And this could...
Oh, yeah. Backstop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait for it.
Oh.
So now has a chance to get to 3 under. All right, Gabby safely into the par.
You know, impressed I was with her, but just what it meant to her career, the confidence that once you win, and then you want to, you love that under the pressure and how you can handle yourself.
Well, Karen, she's hit some beauties here. Late summer, hit on you. This is the eagle putt, so make it 5 eagles at the 18th now. Emily Pedersen turns her opening round.
It's always a bit of a tell, Grant, when you're watching players putt. Looks like there's a nice pathway there that she could roll that ball through, and she got it through that. It's almost like putting through a couple of tees, look like, you know, just with the different colors of grass.
Some good form could be right there towards the end of the season. Yeah, catches a lot of the hole.
Much easier chip. If you do miss, it's an easier chip shot back up into the hill.
Oh, it started way right.
This is, yeah, it sure is. It might catch the green. And that's going to be a tough 2-putt.
All of a sudden you step onto the ground, you're like, wait a minute. I've performed extremely well around here, and in a game where it's so easy to forget how your good shots and remember the poor ones, it just means that there can be the rest of the way round for players like Haydan. And she's now getting in the house at 2 under. It's foot on the gas the whole way.
A lot more confidence. Not that she wasn't the first 9 or 10, but it's been solid since then.
Oh, just
Yeah,
I wasn't sure that was going to go in, but it worked.